Howdy.
Hi, I'm Thomas.
Nice to meet you, Thomas. Okay, so just before we start, we can go over a couple things. I do like to take notes. If you don't mind, I'll do that. If you don't want me to be taking notes, that's perfectly acceptable. Just to let you know, kind of what'll happen is, depending on how the day goes, we'll set you up, do a little risk tolerance test, so you can be, or so we can get an idea of, what you might be thinking about whenever it comes to investing money, if you have any interest in doing that. So give me a little bit of insight on what brought you in today.
So, my team that I manage, they told me I need to come see a financial advisor so I could set up my life for the future. I'm a influencer, so I'm the voice of Siri on the orange products. So I've done that throughout my teen years, and now I'm 23. So, and my team that I manage of 5, they all say I need to come in, get advice. I really don't want to be here. So if I seem like all that, I'm not. I just don't want to be here. Okay. So,
yeah, and that's, it's not for everybody, and that's something that's perfectly acceptable. One thing that we do here is we're working in your best interest. We're trying to help you out. Something that not everyone thinks about. Not just saying for your scenario, but I've had some other people in the past that have come into wealth through inheritance, and because they get that giant lump sum of money, they might not be thinking about their future or their kids' future. So that's what we're here to do for you, is help you define what you want your future to be.
Okay. So I currently rent a mansion for $250,000.
Okay.
And I'm trying to buy a mansion so I don't have to pay the rent anymore. And I'm trying to get it paid off fast.
Okay, so what are you looking at price-wise? What do you think your range is?
I'm gonna say anywhere from $1 million to 1.5 million.
Okay, yeah, that's reasonable. What would you say you make like annually? I need to get a kind of gauge what your expenses might be. How much income do you have, or how much do you have saved up already?
Yeah, so I have about $600,000 a year. I probably have $300,000 saved. So I don't really check all that. I just put some money to the side, and then I spend money, and I don't really look at my bank accounts.
Okay, and that's actually better than most, I would say. So good to hear that. How many cars, if you have multiple, do you have?
So I have 3 cars. I have a BMW, I have a Tesla, and I have an Audi.
Okay.
And they're all paid off.
They're all paid off.
They're all paid off.
So are you looking to get more cars, or are you looking to maybe sell one?
I might be interested in getting a Ferrari.
Okay,
but
Ferrari.
I don't want to sell any of my cars. My cars are mine, and I don't really want to sell any of them. They're all fun cars, and I can have one for each day of the week if I wanted to.
Okay.
So,
and that's fine too. That's perfectly acceptable. So this Ferrari that you're wanting to buy, I don't know too much about cars. What are you looking at spending there?
About $200,000.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Do you have any goals, coming in here? I know you said you're not really super interested, but do you have anything off the top of your head that you might want to do other than the house?
I want to retire soon, so at probably 30 or 35, and then I want to travel.
Okay.
So, and then right now I'm dating Sharon, and she's great, and I don't know if I want to get married right away. Dating is all fun, so I'm just not ready to settle.
Okay, that's That's fine. Okay. So you're looking to retire in the next 13-ish years, somewhere in there. Have you ever thought about maybe investing at all?
I have at one point, but at the same time, I'm not real sure how to get started. I know investing can help me retire and it can help me get places, but I like spending the money I have.
Okay.
But I just need to sit down and do it, even though I don't want to. So it's a matter of sitting down and doing it.
Yeah.
Taking the time.
And that's perfectly reasonable. You know, it is a little bit of a process. I'll let you know that. You know, typically we meet with clients 6 times a year. I don't know if you're going to want to meet 6 times a year. It's totally your decision. It's really more of what works for you. So here we like Roth IRAs and individual brokerage accounts. So the whole goal for investing for, say, someone like you is you could take a little bit of your money from every paycheck you get and throw that into your investment account, and then by the time you want to retire, you know, it's not a guarantee, but you would have a pretty large sum, so you can either live the same life you're living now if you haven't slowed down by then, or at least just maintain financial stability in that regard. So this girlfriend Sharon, does she have anything to do with any of your assets at all?
She doesn't. I met her at a club. So she works at a bar and she's a server.
Okay.
So she makes pretty good money on tips out here in California. So, and it goes a long ways. I feel like she's running her own place. Sometimes she comes over here to my place. I never go to hers, but she's on the wrong side of town.
Okay.
So I like my mansion. So.
Okay. So I think with the mansion, you know, if you once you buy, you're definitely going to be using that monthly payment to pay off your new house. And if you're looking at 1 to 1.5 million, and you're paying $250,000 a month currently, I think you should have it paid off pretty quick within the most half a year, unless you want to push that out a little bit longer. You know, totally your choice.
Yeah.
You know, typically what we see with high net worth individuals is some sort of life insurance policy or any death benefit in some form or fashion. Would you happen to maybe have anything that you're aware of?
So I have a death. I have insurance worth $20,000, I believe.
Okay.
So life insurance, which I don't know how it works when I die. Who gets it? I believe it's Sharon, but
okay.
that's
So
how I have it set up.
So there could be a possibility of Sharon being in that asset.
Do I need to involve her in any of these 6 meetings that I bring in? Come in?
If we need to, we can.
Okay.
I think that this meeting is more me and you, and then if you start feeling more confident about Sharon, then you're more than welcome to start bringing her with you. For now, I think that this meeting and probably one more meeting should probably just keep it between us two, if you don't mind. You know, I'm looking here at your notes. You said 20,000. Is that correct?
I believe so.
20,000. Okay.
20,000.
So what we're gonna do after this meeting is we'll send you some paperwork just whenever you have the time. If you're bored one day, you know, you wanna feel up to it, you know, maybe fill that out and we can get working on a plan. Did you have maybe any other goals that you wanted to do, or?
I'd like to have a lifestyle for my parents.
Okay.
I'd like for them to move into a nicer house. So I'd like to have them have a nicer house in the next year or 2.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
and they don't live here in California, they live in Minnesota. So.
Okay, and that's definitely a possibility. So I'll tell you what we can do. We can start working on an asset plan. Like I said earlier, we'll send you the paperwork. It's basically just a risk tolerance test. It's basically just gonna see, for your investing account, what your risk might look like, and what that would mean is, just how much we're gonna be putting into certain, low risk assets and high risk assets.
Do I have to work on it by myself, or can I have my staff help me?
You're more than welcome to have your staff help you.
Okay.
I realize that you're pretty busy with what you're doing most likely. So if your staff is able to fill out anything and you're comfortable with them doing that, then if they can get it to me as soon as possible, that'd be great.
Perfect.
So, all right. Well, I know that your time is valuable, and I don't want to take up too much more of it. So I want to let you get back to doing what you're doing.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Boom.